Hi, welcome to Body Tales. We are going to take just a few minutes to have everything under control with the technicality and the audio and everything. And so we are going to take just a few minutes for that. Meanwhile, you just need to have your towel, your mat, your exercise mat, your tennis ball, and if you have at home another ball, like a soft ball, would be great. If not, you can have also like a couple of socks together and do it like this, like roll them, fold them, and like creating a small soft cushion, because today we are going to use something soft for the toes. So this is important. If you have the soft ball, would be great. And as well, if you have a hair band, it will be also good, because we are going to need it just to have another routine and exercise as well for your feet and your toes. This will be great. So just something like a band to move the toes. We are going to need it. So we are ready to start. How are you? Welcome to Body Tales. I am Gloria, and for the next 60 minutes we are going to have a session focused in the lower body. So easy to learn mobility routine for your lower body, and we are going to activate and move some joints and some muscles in this part of your body that are very, very important for your mobility, as well for your flexibility and balance. So welcome one more time. We are ready to start. So now just place your feet in a parallel position and let's start moving the toes, because the toes are very, very important in our body, and for your balance there are parts that are connected with the whole body. And sometimes we forget about how important is the motion in the toes. So now let's move the toes up and down, and at the same time both feet up and down, up and down. One more time, just to feel how the toes are lifting up and relaxing down. Up and down, and change. 1 and 2, like relaxing one side and lifting the toes in the other foot, and then change 2. And in the meanwhile, just focus your attention in the toes motion, but in combination with your posture. So keep your eyes in front, keep your head straight, always thinking like you are having some strings pulling you up and you are growing all the time. So let's keep moving the toes. Good. And now let's focus the next exercise in one part, in the big toe. So now we have as well the parallel position, and we are going to focus in this joint, in the joint that is here in the middle, and this joint is connecting your big toe with the rest of your foot. And for most people is a problematic area, because with the shoes and with some bad posture, this part tend to have some deformities and the big toe tend to go in towards the rest of the foot and the rest of the toes. So it's very important to exercise this part to have a better balance and healthy feet and better for our posture as well. So let's place the feet in parallel position one more time, and now let's just lift. Let's keep the big toes in contact with the mat, and let's lift the rest of the toes. Just keeping the big toes in contact with the mat. So pressing there and lifting the rest of the toes. Keep breathing and relaxing. The rest of the body, you are just growing. If you need to check your feet, go ahead, check how are the toes, the position of your feet. And now sometimes it's very challenging for some people to keep all the four toes up and the big toes in contact with the floor. Sometimes it's very challenging, but it's a good practice to do it, especially after we have too many hours dancing, walking, or without little mobility. It's very important to have the activation in your toes. So now let's go to the external part of your foot, and let's move and have this motion to one side and to the other side. You will feel that one part of your heel is coming up. And we have this small rotation in the feet. Now change to the other side, like opening and closing, opening and closing, up and down. Keep your shoulders down. Very good. And let's try to do it with both feet, up and down. And you will feel immediately how this exercise is connecting with your muscles in this area and also connecting with your knees. Up and down, one more time, up and down. So now let's try again, moving the toes up and down and leaving just the big toes down and in contact, and the rest lifting up. And try to have also space between them, like spread the position there, and also focus the attention in the posture, like creating also the bridge in your feet. So don't push inside, try to keep the bridge lifting up to have this connection with your head and a better posture. So keep your toes in contact with the mat and don't tense any part in your body. You are going to feel just a little bit of contraction, good contraction or a good tension in the rest of the toes that are lifting up. There is just the part that you are going to feel like a little bit of contraction and action. The rest will be just relaxing, lifting up, keeping the big toes down, and relax one more time. Perfect. And now let's go with the next exercise. You are going to need your towel for this. And this exercise is very, very nice, especially for people that like to run, to dance, and especially for everybody is good, but for dancers and runners it's very, very important to activate and to do this exercise. So we are going to take one corner of your towel, and we are going to use the toes to grab the towel and to move the towel in. So let's try it. The most important thing is about the weight. We don't want to have the rest of our weight in the back, in our, like in a stand position, side position. We want to feel that we have the same weight between the two legs. This is very important. So now keep one foot in the back and the other in the front. In one corner, you are going to grab the towel and move it. Move it in, using just your toes. Moving in, like folding the towel in. And you can as well be careful, be aware of your posture. If you are tending to go to one leg, return to the center and repeat. So you are going to need now to move the rest of your body to the back and keep now the leg in front and keep moving, using the toes and folding, taking the towel in, just moving the toes. Perfect. So it's a very nice, very gentle activation for your toes and the joints in your feet. So that is enough. Now move the toes one more time, like keeping the heel in contact with the mat. Don't put so much weight in the back, just keep the center active. Perfect. And now change. Let's change. Let's repeat the same. And it's great when we can do a lot of things with our feet because the mobility will be improving all the time. So now keep the attention in the posture as well. Shoulders down and start moving. It's a very fun exercise to do, and for many people it's very challenging because sometimes they don't move a lot, the toes. So keep folding, keep folding. You can also change and take another corner, change the posture, change the position of your feet. Now change, take another corner. Sometimes with the mat, it's a little bit more of a challenging movement because you have a texture directly on the floor is easier because you have this slide action. Good. So now let's move to one side the towel and let's repeat the same exercise. Heel in contact with the mat and just move the toes. Take your time to feel this motion and to find as well the center in your body. Good. Remember to also come back to the center and to have this connection with your head. Perfect. So now let's take, if you have around you a hair band, would be great for this. If not, you can repeat the same exercise, keeping the toes in contact with the mat, or the big toes in contact with the mat, or you can take again the towel and do the folding exercise. So for this, you are going to turn this hair band like a figure 8 in this position, and you are going to put it in the big toes, in both toes, and this will be as well a perfect training to have this parallel position active, but also to have the possibility to heal and to have like a rehabilitation in the joints that is connecting with the big toes and your feet. So also known as hallux or bunion. So let's keep the parallel position there, and let's move just a little bit. Let's put the weight in one leg and let's move the other leg to one side. So you are going to feel how your toe is like opening and you are having more space in between. Keep also the tension in the small toes, in the little toe, that sometimes tend to have this extreme curve. Try to keep it straight, like melting, like very in contact, deep in contact with the mat, and try to spread the toes as maximum as you can. So at this moment we have the weight in one leg and we are opening with the other one. We are creating a space in between two legs, and you are going to feel how one toe is holding and the other one is having like a gentle stretching. So now change the position and repeat the same exercise. Weight in this leg and pull with the other side. So don't push too much. So the limit is what is comfortable for you. And return to the center. Keep the fingers there in this parallel position and keep also the focus in this space. What are you creating? How you are creating the space between the toes. And remember as well that we use shoes every day, and sometimes those shoes are not the best for our feet because they have like a point or they don't have too much space in the front, and then the toes tend to be all day together for so many hours together. And this is very important to take care and to think that the toes are there and we can have flexibility and mobility as well in this part of the body, and how the toes are connecting with your knees, with your legs, and with the rest of your body, creating also like an effect in your spine. So when your toes and your feet have a bad posture, a bad position, and the tendons and joints are weak, then the posture will be weak. And if we think as well, what is the role of our feet in our body, is they are carrying all the weight, they are moving you every day, and this is very important to take care and to realize and to be aware of. So now is enough. Let's put now the hair. Let's use just the feet for this. So the hair band is out, and feel how you feel your toes. Move them again. Let's do the same exercise, like keeping the toes, the big toes, down in contact with the mat. You can as well like trying to walk with this position and see if you can keep the rest of the toes up. And now relax, move the knees, this position, move, move, move. Keep your shoulders down, your arms are just there relaxing all the time. Breathe in and out. Perfect. Great. So now let's do a activation as well of the rest of the feet. This is a massage. Think that this tennis ball will be activating every point in your feet that is connecting as well with each part of your body. And the most interesting thing is how the feet is connecting as well with your organs. So this is very, very important to take care. This part of your mobility routine is very, very important to do every day. Is great. And you can do it at your desk. You can do it sitting in your bed. You can do it eating and under the table, just activating the feet. So every day and everywhere you can take care of your feet, and especially with this exercise, this massage for your feet and for your body. You will feel how this is creating like a wave of good things in your body. So when you are doing this roll, this massage in your feet, if you feel that you are losing your balance, you can always take care of that and you can use a wall or a chair to have a better balance. And how you can gain more balance if you are feeling like you are falling or you don't have, you need to grab something. So the most important is to feel where is the weight. If your weight is too much in one side, your body are going to tend to use the external part of your feet and you are going to lose balance. If you try to put your weight in the center, keeping your pelvis and your hips very square without moving them, without do any action to one side and to the other side, you will find this center and this balance. And I always say that when you are also imagining and connecting with lines in your room, it will be also great to find this center. So think always on this string pulling you up, creating a space. And you will feel how the muscles as well in the stand leg are active. The glutes are active. Every muscle is active. And take care of the position of your feet. If you tend to go in, try to correct that and bring the position up. If you tend to go outside and the toes are all the time like lifting and not in contact with the mat, try to correct that. So the most important change now, the most important thing is to feel, to be aware of what is your body telling you. That's why it is body tells. So now move. Keep moving the ball, like rolling, and keep all the points of your feet in contact with the ball, like creating a deep massage for the feet. And incorporate as well the toes, like the toes are part of this exercise. Don't keep it just there hanging, just grab a little bit more, use them. Perfect. Keep your posture straight. Breathe in and out. This is also a perfect moment to move the arms. If you have your balance, then move your arms. Feel the space around you. Perfect. Very, very nice. So now your feet are active, are ready to move a little bit more. And we are going to now use the soft ball for the next exercise. And if you have as well, if you don't have your ball, you will take just sockets and are going to just to use the same exercise, the toes exercise, to have this caution, like trying to grabbing and holding the ball or your socks. Try to press a little bit. Press to create also strength, activation, because maybe your toes have like little mobility during your daily tasks, and it's very important to activate them. One more time, the other side, the same exercise. I will do it now with the soft ball. And with this soft ball, it's important also to press, to put the ball exactly where the joint start, and there you are going to press and use the toes to create this action, this activation. Important as well is to remember as well the little toe. That is important that he is as well there active, not hanging in one side. So he's active. It's like creating good muscles. But we are creating good mobility in the toes. So change and use the other side. If you need a little bit more space for your small toe, take a little bit of side there and start activating this part. Keep your body relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Very nice. So now use the same ball, the same side, and press. You're pressed. And if you are using your socks, you're just press there, without any tension in your toes. Just press a little bit and return and change, press and change. Great. So this part is now finished. Feel how is the posture, how is the position of your toes, how do you feel this part of your body. And we will move forward for the next exercise. So now we are going to use those toes that are already with mobility. We are going to use them to go up. Up, and feel how the space between your toes is there, is active. You are going to grow up and down. Grow up and down. So it's not important how high, how up you go. It's important how are you using your toes. In which way are you using the posture in your feet? If you feel a better balance at this moment and a better stability in general in your body. So feel as well the center of the head reaching up, and remember also you can use help to keep your balance up, and also taking care that every toes is in contact with the floor, with the mat. Pressing and pressing. Let's do 5 more. I know you are feeling the muscles already active. Your leg muscles are very active. Your hamstrings are active. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Great. So now move a little bit your legs, like you're just kicking a ball. Very soft, very gentle. Good. And now let's change. Let's keep the parallel position and let's do this next exercise. We are going to create a flexibility and a good extension for your Achilles tendon. Let's move, let's put just the heel in contact with the mat, like you are about to do a big step forward and come back. So heels and back. Heels in contact, the rest of the feet, of the foot is up, change. And now let's use a wall if you have, or a chair, just to do the same exercise, and you can do it at home with this variation. 1 and 2. Perfect. So now if you have your wall there and a chair, you can do this exercise, this variation, going down, flexing your knees, keeping your knees with a parallel position and try not to go in. So keep a very square, very straight position here, and you are going just to try to go forward, like pushing the wall or pushing a chair, and you are going to feel a gentle stretching in your tendons, your Achilles tendon. You can use one leg back or both in parallel position. If you don't have a wall, if you don't have a chair around you, just do the variation that we did at the end, but flexing one knee. That will create a little bit more of extension in your Achilles tendon. Change, bend and straight the other side. Keep your upper body growing up, breathing in and out, and return. We are back here in the center. So now that we did this activation for your Achilles tendons, we are going to move the body to feel how the weight is traveling to one side and to the other side. So feel now moving your weight forward like you are looking something that is very, very far away from you, and your head is growing up. You are using just your eyes to look down. Keep your head growing and keep your abs also engaging. Also protecting the spine, and your rib cage is not lifting, is not going forward, is in the center. Now feel if you are putting tension in your toes. Feel if you are putting also tension in your shoulders. And come back again to the center. It's another feeling about the balance in your body. When you repeat this exercise one more time, you are going to think a little bit more now in your balance. If you want, you can also have the chair or the wall to help you, but without, it's a little bit more of challenging, and we are using the muscles in the legs. So keep now your arms in front, like looking down, and come back again. Now move to the back, arms to the back, and now feel how your weight is now going to the back. But your toes are in contact with the mat. You are not lifting. You are in contact, but now change a little bit to the back. Feel the toes in contact. Feel those heels with more weight. And keep now your arms to the back, back, back. Keep your toes in contact with the mat. And breathe in, breathe out. Perfect, and come back to the center. Repeat to the front. Front, using the arms to go front, and now using the arms to go back. You don't need to go further, it's just a little bit. And front and back. Perfect. So now we are going to move from one side and to the other side. So keeping also the parallel position, now a little bit more of space in between, and we are going just to move the weight to one leg and to the other leg. So it's a very minimum shifting of weight. Feel this shifting of weight. It's just a little bit to have this sensation. And let's connect every point that we did before. We are going to go front, back, side, and side. This side and side is without the hips. We are not moving the body from the hips. We are moving the body from feeling the toes in contact, and we are moving the body and the weight from the feet. So we are just changing. Perfect. So let's do it. Front, back, one more time. Front, lifting the arms, and back, going back, feeling just how the toes are keeping in contact with the mat, and go side and side. Go up one more time, heels up and down, like shaking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and creating this vibration in your body, like boom, boom, like dropping, boom, boom. One more time, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like thinking that you are connecting now the head with the floor, and you are having this action, boom, 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 using your heels up, down, down, up, down, down. This effect in the whole body will create like a energy action and energy also moving the muscles, and good, and better for your balance. Very nice. 1, 2. One more time, try it. 1, 2. Great. So now let's move forward for the next exercise. So you are going to open in this position and let's go down. So you are going to use now the diagonals. We are not in parallel. We are using those diagonals to go down. Down, and sit here with your legs open. So just keep this deep squat in position and feel how is the posture of your body, how your muscles are responding for this exercise. And if it's a little bit of challenging for you, you can do it as well on a chair, just sitting on the edge of that chair and opening the legs to the maximum and moving the torso a little bit forward. If you see from one side, my upper body is a little bit forward and I am pushing a little bit with my elbows to the side to feel how my hips are opening, and we are using as well the toes in contact with the mat. The feet position here is very important. Check how is the little toes, how are they, if they are relaxing, opening. And now let's grow up. The arms are going to move up. Like, think that you are taking out a hat or a crown. You are taking out, lifting up, up, up. And now the arms are up, your shoulders are down. The attention in your breathing is very important here. And your eyes are not in front. You are not creating any tension in your neck. Your eyes are like looking in a diagonal position, and your head is like in that direction where your arms are. Breathe in and out. Come back again. Place your hands in on the mat and go up. So now we have this position here. Move your head like saying yes. Keep your neck always active with a good mobility, and go down again. One more time. Keep your position open, your hips are opening. One more time, I will change in place here in front, opening, and now using the arms to grow up. Breathe in, breathe out. Relaxing the neck, keeping the attention in your toes, in your feet, and return back. And we are going to stay down because now we are going to move the knee towards the mat. We are going to go 1 and 2. We are not going to use the hands for this exercise. We are just going to activate the rotation in the upper body, and we are going to use this internal rotation, and the internal rotation in your leg coming from the hip. Coming from the hip, going down. and down. Moving the upper body. The torso is moving. Keep breathing. You can place your arms here in front to have a more dynamic action. If not, you can also keep it here down. Keep breathing. Breathe in. Prepare. Breathe out. Move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Move. 2 more. 2 more times, and now last, and return to the center. Move to one side and to the other side. Good. And now let's sit on one side. So you are going to feel how the muscles around your hips are very, very active. Now, I'm going to recommend you, if you have some knees problems, to be aware about that when you are doing this exercise, because you will feel how the stretching is very challenging here, and you are using a lot the knees for this exercise. So be aware of that, and you can do always the variation sitting on a chair. On a chair would be just like moving. Imagine that I am on a chair at this moment, and you are just moving one leg and putting in contact with the other leg, like moving to the one side and to the other side. This will create a very small variation, but it will get the intention of the exercise. That is to move your leg from the rotation of your hips. So this is a very important exercise. So now let's move forward for the next hamstrings activation. So the tendons behind your knees are sometimes, if you touch them, are very, very stiff, and we need to be also aware of this part of your body to also increase the flexibility in the muscles in your lower back, because the hamstrings and the psoas are connecting with your lower back, and this will give you stability, a better balance, and if they are active and in good condition, you will have good health and good balance in your body. So we are going just to massage them in this part and feel how are the tendons. Sometimes they are soft, and that is a good thing. Sometimes they are very, very stiff, and it feels sometimes like a bone there. And it's important to massage and create this circular motion for them, and like they are strings in a guitar, and you are playing with them, playing with your fingers and using your fingers to move those tendons. Now change. Feel how is the other side. If you notice different, sometimes they are different because sometimes we use more one side of the body, and this is a good signal to also be aware of that, because sometimes we tend to put more weight in one leg when we are standing or we are waiting. So this is very important to be aware. So keep Massaging this part in circular motion as well. Straight. Good. Massage as well your Achilles tendon. Move your feet, move the joints. Change direction. We are just doing circular motions. Change, out and in. And see as well if something is different. If one side is smooth and the other side is like stocking. So see everything. Hear your body and be aware of each signal that is coming from your body. So now we are going to change and do the next exercise. You are going to need your towel for this. And you are going to put the towel with here. So you are going to put the towel down in the level of your hips, in the center. And for the next exercise, you are going to lift one leg and then use this lifting action to bend the knees. So I'm going to show you how is the posture. So you are going to create this lifting, and it's not important how big you are lifting your leg, it's important how is projecting the feet growing out, how it's growing out and how your leg is with a good extension. I am here in this position just to show you how is your leg, but please keep the posture now here very, very relaxing. I'm going to be just aware about the microphone. So now keep your posture here, lift the leg, and very, very straight. You are going to keep your leg lifting up and bend the knee and go down. We are going to repeat this exercise 4 times and with the other leg 4 times as well. Let's do it together. Breathe in and out. Lift, bend, straight and down. Change. Lift, bend, straight and down. Change. Lift, bend, straight and down. Change. Change. Lift, bend, straight, down. Other side. Bend, straight, down. Last 2. Lift, bend, straight, down. Change. Lift, bend, straight, down. Breathe in. Lift up your torso. Keep your elbows in contact with the mat. Breathe in, breathe out, and go down. Breathe in and out is just relaxing. Just taking a few seconds. Breathe in and out, move your feet, move your legs. Breathe in and out. Very good. Nice. So now let's do the next exercise. You are going to go to one side. If you want to, you can use your towel, or without the towel, go to one side. And we are going to keep the leg down straight and the upper body also straight. So let's keep this position here. And with this leg, you are going to grab something from down and slide up. Straight and slide up. You are just using the muscles in your glutes, also in your legs, and moving the knees, creating the action and the activation of your joints. Breathe in and out. Now stay here. And move now the leg that is down, move it forward, like you are now moving, coming to the front. I'm going to move, okay, coming to the front, and both legs are here. You are now creating this figure L position, like you are sitting. Now keep your arms up. Breathe in and out. And now bend this leg, the leg that is down. And let's do now, keep your feet and your joint dropping, like in this position. Don't creating any tension in your feet. And keep your leg straight. Your knees are straight. This knee is straight. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you are going to feel how this part of your muscle is active. It's a very good exercise for your psoas and for your glutes. Keep moving. Let's do it. 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Now come to the center, straight both legs, and relax. Breathe in and out. Come in, and let's do it to the other side. Let's change. I will change side. Okay, so we start with the straight position. Keep the leg very, very straight down, and this leg is coming to the front. Your head is also there, up, projecting up, and we are going to bend the knee and going down. Slide down and come back again and return. Slide, straight, and bend the knee. Keep your shoulders also relaxing and your upper body is straight. Slide, come back. Last 2. And last. Bend your knee. Come to the center with the other side. Both legs are straight in this position. Arms up. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend the knee that is down. And we are going to drop the foot and keeping the leg straight. We are going to do these push-ups and accents for your hip psoas and glutes. Very important part in your body. Breathe in and out. It's a slightly, your chin is slightly towards your chest, but you are not really creating this curve. You are keeping your head straight. 5 more, you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Bend the leg, the knees. Breathe in and out. Both legs to the front. And now change position. Now open one side and close. And to the other side. Let's do it. I will change. Then you can see. One side is open and the other side close and open again. Perfect. Now come back to the center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your time here to relax the muscles. Keep also the attention in your toes, in your feet. How is your feet position? Also your knees. And let's now sit little by little, coming up. And let's sit here. Let's put the feet together. And let's open a little bit more this part, the hips. We are just about to finish and we need to relax, to go deep in our last part of the session, opening and closing. So it's a very gentle. If this position is very uncomfortable for you, you can always use your wall and do small variations, like keeping the feet together and going to one side, lifting this part just to create the mobility around your hips, lifting one side and the other side, and then little by little opening, opening, opening. The most important is also to feel how your tailbone is not like pressing down and we have this curve. It's very important to think in those strings pulling you up and your seat bones are in contact with the mat. You are opening, and in this stage of our session, it's not important how deep you can go down or how open are you here in this part. The most important is to create the mobility to go there to those parts or where your body can go deeper and stretch better. So the flexibility is not something that comes from one day to the other. It's something that comes from the repetition, from your training, and also from the awareness of doing your everyday exercises. So now let's open one side, feeling how the knee is in position. If you are feeling that you are opening too much, come here to the center. And now change. We are doing the last position. And now relax. If you can open a little bit and create this motion in your pelvis. Perfect. Move your feet. Breathe in, opening the space between your arms and close. Close. Breathe in and out, and we are standing up. Standing, 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 rolling up, arms up, breathing in, breathing out, relaxing and feeling the opposition in the body, growing up the head and the feet more than ever in contact with the floor. Keep aware of these different exercises, keep aware of your posture, and keep practicing your flexibility, because every day with these combinations and these mobility routines, you can improve your posture to have a better flexibility, strength, and better life. So, see you next time. Bye bye.